This place first. 57. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. This will go for 5 up to the 33. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
60 outlaw. You got nothing. Yep. 97's the mic. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off. Ready. 97's the mic. 97. Ready, go.
To throw on second down. Harvey. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
97's the mic. Down to lose one. 97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Looking to throw. Harvey. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 15 Lonnie. Protein spill. I know he ain't got it. Delta. 97's the mic. 97's ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Harvey looking middle, and it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. Third down here.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
97's the mic. 97.
Operating from the gun. Harvey. He finds Taylor. Complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Ready, ready. 10-2, sir.
Right, 54. I got it. Show it in.
Hey, lock it. Sit.
On 1st and 10, Quigley. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Set.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Tackles. Watch the eye.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ready up.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Shit. Watch the shit.
Hey. Fight.
They'll try the left side. Meadows. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
44-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Check line 47. Here we go. Slam.
Look at me. Door. Hey, wahoo. Now.
Back to throw. Quigley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help, because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll run on first down. Meadows, he'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Bears 7, Packers nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The throw over the middle, taken in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man is Kirk, complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Packers nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. You tighten up. Ready, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike 58, right there. Garvin. Check 13. Check 13. Lock it. Check. Hot.
On 2nd down now, Garvin. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. 97's the mic. 97's the mic.
On 3rd and 2, Harvey into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and this one will be brought back to the 22. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Leo. Yep.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
Shoot.
On 1st down, Meadows. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
6-6. Pull it high.
On 2nd down, Meadows. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tighten up.
Hard.
Looking to throw. Quigley. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Number 85. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Let's go
4
now.
yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Rock it.
2nd and 6. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Let's go.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go.
Go get him.
And to give this time to the tailback. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
80 weapons. Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Watch the safety creep. 61, match box, lights.
On 3rd down, Meadows. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now the second down throw on target. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. On first down, Harvey. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down. Meadows. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Check, check, check. Hey, high 7. 47 ready.
From the gun, Quigley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
All right, T, let's try. All right, T. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Go on, go on.
They'll try the left side. Meadows. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
35-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Big air, big air, big air.
Hey, lock it.
Tight go. Switch.
Go.
2nd and 2. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here's the party now. Set hut. 97's the mic.
They'll keep it on the ground. Garvin, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Let's go, G.
On first down, Garvin. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
36-yard line.
Down. 70 in. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 58, right over there. Right go. Mike, 58, right there. Watch QB draw. Buzz. 58's the money. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Harvey, he's going to wind up in there, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll run on first down. Meadows. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 19 yards to pick up. Move the chains. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
The second down pass complete to Dallas Goddard. A gain on the play. First down. Bears.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
No.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Heavy, heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Slam, slam, slam. Jab, jab.
Hard, hard.
Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Meadows. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. A nice run on first down gets them 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
Back to throw. Harvey. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Shift. Switch it. Gone. Quick there.
On 1st down, Garvin. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Watch safety creep. Creeping. Leo is creeping. Check. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Garvin. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that.
They're going to try and throw. It's caught. Here's Langford. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Garvin. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Harvey. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Operating from the gun, Harvey. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
58 for Mike. 58, boys, 58.
On 4th down, Harvey. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Garvin. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Big stop, G. Big stop.
From the gun, Harvey looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
97's the mic, 97's the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Harvey. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Meadows. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
He's checking snap.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Fair.
Don't get nervous.
Hey, seam 6. Shoot.
To throw on 2nd down. Quigley. And that'll to be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Quigley. And he comes back with one complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Hey, echo.
56. Mike, 56.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
94.
Watch the block, motion, pull. Check 9. Hey, check 24.
Gone.
25.
On first down, Garvin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Let's get it.
Ready, set.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stanton. Escape. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Got it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Yo, go!
97's the mic. 97's the mic.
I got 10.
To throw again. Stanton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Watch out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. There he goes, left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Joseph on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go, baby.
Stanton. And his throw is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Zoom.
From the gun, Stanton. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Let's see what you got. 97,
Go.
On 4th down, Stanton. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Stanton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
97's the mic. Check your hot read. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Throwing again. Stanton. Got an open man. It's Valdez Scantling. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, Stanton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, Stanton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ready up.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
He's coming.
Protein spill.
He's coming. Double up.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Check 50. Check 50.
To throw again, Stanton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Intended for Christian Kirk. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. 3 buzz.
Look at me. Go.
Kill.
Strike.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense through the shutout, Adam, I think they worked in concert.